In this show, we're going to turn 3 negatives into 3 positives. Magic! So let's take a look at 3 points that could make a real difference to you by eliminating some of the negatives you might bring into a job interview. Point number 1, attitude. Now stay here with me. This is important because you may not realize what you're bringing into your new interview for your new position. Are you angry? Are you irritated, upset, mad at the guy you worked for that let you go with no warning, no way to prepare yourself psychologically, financially for being without a job after working for the company maybe 5 or 10 or even 15 or 20 years? Yes, maybe you are, but you want to manage that anger. You could process that information differently. You did take the job when it was offered to you 2, 5, 8, 10, 15 years ago. You had a place to go. You had a way to maintain yourself and build your life. No guarantees you were going to be there for a lifetime, were there? But reality is, this is today. I'm interviewing you for a position with my company, and it's not my fault that that happened to you. Now, if you sit in front of me and criticize that company and demean that company and demean the people that you worked with or for, I'm going to sit back and I'm going to think, yeah, you know, in a year or 2 or 5, that could be me that you're talking about and my company that you're talking about. I don't want that. So I'm thinking best way to eliminate that possibility is not to hire you. Remember, I'm looking for reasons to hire somebody. But I got a lot of people out there that want into this interview and want into that job. So I'm also looking for reasons to eliminate people from the possibility of being hired. Don't give me reasons to eliminate you. Give me reasons to hire you. Point number 2 is to simplify. Simplify the conversation. Simplify the answers to the questions I ask you. You don't need to tell me everything you know. If I ask you to, then of course you should elaborate and you should tell me everything you know. But generally, be succinct, be to the point. Don't go wandering from topic to topic to topic. What happens after a while, if I'm talking to so many different people, is I'm not going to hear you. I'm not going to be a participant in the conversation. Oh, I may look like I am, but in reality is I'm going to tune you out and I'm going to wait for you to get out of my office so I can take a breather. Do you remember that acronym KISS? Keep it simple, stupid. Well, keep that in mind when you go out for your interviews. You keep that in mind and you'll keep your conversation abbreviated and you'll be better off and I'll be happier for it. And you want to keep me happy. Point number 3, stamina. Don't undervalue stamina. You are going to probably are feeling overwhelmed, frustrated, disappointed, stressed out, and generally tired. Well, some days your emotions may be riding a roller coaster. They're up, they're down, they're up, they're down. And you don't know where you are sometimes. Too bad, because while all that is going on inside you, you're going out and you're interviewing for a job. And you've got to be up to the task. How do you do that? Well, certainly, if your energy level is in the basement, if you're just absolutely diminished of energy, if you're dragging yourself around, I'm not going to want to hire you. I want somebody that's a kind of a spark plug, somebody that's excited and is going to bring a new dimension to the company. That's what I'm looking for. And is that going to be you? You're going to have to manage your stamina. Exactly how do you go about doing that? So the first thing I advise you to take care of is your physical condition. That's really important. You've got to eat properly. You've got to try to get a decent night's sleep, and you've got to do something about negative energy and tension in your body. What better way than by doing something physical? Even if you don't like to work out, or you're not into sports activities, or you don't feel you have the time for that, we can all walk, and walking is a good thing. Smell the roses, watch the birds. Take your mind off of the situation you're involved in for just a few minutes, and that can only help you when you're out on your job interviews. Okay, the second aspect that you're going to have to take care of, you're going to have to take care of yourself psychologically. big part of what you do every time you go out on an interview, isn't it? Presenting yourself not only physically up, but psychologically up. Got negative thoughts? You're going to have to get rid of them. I would avoid people that bring negative thoughts and opinions into your life, at least as much as you can. You don't want to offend old-time, long-time friends, but on the other hand, people that are being negative aren't doing you any favors right now. So I would look to spend time with people that are positive. Absorb positive messages. So you don't know where your job's going to come from. You're going to walk through a lot of doors, and hopefully on the other side of one of those doors is the perfect position for you. And you want to make sure you're up for it physically and psychologically. You don't want to blow it because you didn't take good care of yourself. It's difficult, but it's not impossible. So this show is about attitude, simplicity, and stamina. If you handle them well, you got a better chance of getting a position. If you mishandle them, you're probably going to blow a lot of opportunities and you won't even be aware of it. Getting hired in this economy isn't easy. Nobody thinks it is. I hope the information in this video helps you in your job search. Think the good thoughts and good luck.